Alright, today I'm going to cook a roast in my solavore solar oven. And I'm going to put the roast, wrap it in tin foil, sprinkle some good stuff on it, wrap it up in tin foil, put it in that pan. And I'm going to cut some potatoes up, put these carrots in that pan with a little, what do they call that, beef juice, you know, that comes in that can. And then I'm going to cook these onions. My wife hates onions, and I love onions, so I'm going to cook these in a way where they will not contaminate the rest of the food, so she won't eat it. I'm going to wrap these up in tin foil, put a little butter. I'm going to put just a splash of soy sauce in there and see how that tastes. So let me get this all put together and in the solar oven. And still ain't quite sun out there where I put the solar oven, so I'll see you out there when the sun's up. In the meantime, one more cup of coffee. All right, I got roast, carrots, potatoes, and those are onions wrapped up in tin foil with salt, butter, pepper, butter, and butter. See you in about 6 hours. Would you believe I only need about 2 more hours, but I think I'll have some sun here in about 20 minutes. All I need is about 2 more hours of sun and everything will be fully cooked. I can smell it though. It smells good. I'm not dead yet, you bastards. Stop circling me. Well, it's been, right now, it's been 250, 275 all day. And I really want to give it I'm not worried about the onions. I know the beef is done, but the carrots take a lot longer in these solar ovens to cook. So I've got about an hour of sun left. I'm just gonna let it sit here. I've had to move it from here over in the shade over here, and when the shadows cover this, I'll take it in. That'll be probably 4:30, and that'll be about 7.5 or 8 hours I've had it out here. It's been a partly cloudy day, so this really hasn't gotten up terribly hot because, you know, the sun will go behind a cloud and the temperature would come down, and then the sun would come out and the temperature would go back up, and all day long it's been like that. But it'll be done about another hour, I think, maybe 45 minutes. There we go, fully cooked meal courtesy of the sun. Bon appetit. Every time I make a knife, I learn a little something more. And I thought that my table was square to the drill bit chuck, and it was not. And then you add to that not being quite square, you add to that the highly out of acceptable tolerances, that Chinese cross slide drill press vise, and you come up with Chuck's bird's eye maple with walnut liners that are the holes are drilled so crooked that it won't work. So today's Sunday, so I'm not working too hard, but I ruined them. So I went ahead and I've made some more here. And tomorrow, Monday, I'll come back out and get back to work on it. But I think I can probably salvage these for, you know, maybe the cat's paw. Let's see. Let's do it the other way. I absolutely could. Yeah. Yep. Well, not that way, but I could use it. I could use this end. Here, let me try something. Oh, God, come on, Brad. I'm going to have to set you down for a minute, or turn you off. We'll be right back. Nah, I won't be able to. Oh, wait, maybe this one? No, that won't work either. Okay, well, it's just not salvageable. I think if I were to make another ferro rod, I could probably cut this off right here and use from here up, and use a 1/4-inch pin up top, and then the pin that goes through the ferro rod, which is an 1/8 inch, use down here. That won't look too awful, I don't think. But anyway, I'm not going to throw them away for a little while. Look at all the love bugs. Can you believe this? And I clean this up every single day, and I leave my doors open, which is why they get in here. They're well, you can't see. My whole floor is covered in love bugs. Look at over there. Right there, that's all love bugs. And you know, I can't work in here without my door open. It gets too hot. Anyway, oh, let me show you the jimping that I put on this. Come out really nice. Perfectly symmetrical, and you're not going to believe what I used to do that jimping. Follow me. My chainsaw sharpener, and which is the perfect size blade. And I did have to clean them up with a file, but the first time I ever did jimping, I took my bandsaw and I cut in here, and then I took a 1/4-inch file and cleaned it up, and it was a lot of work, and none of these were at the same depth. I mean, it was a lot of work to get it to look even somewhat acceptable. And this come out perfect. So there's that. And here is Swamp Devil. It's not heat treated yet. I got to heat treat this and then buff it out one more time, and then put some bluing on it. But I'm not actually doing nothing to that until I get this finished and in the house. In the house is where I work on the leather, and Chuck is getting a ferro rod with it, which I've got the ferro rod handle right here. That'll be ready tomorrow too. So yeah, I'm gonna actually make a lot of progress tomorrow, and I will not make that mistake again. See what I mean? Every knife I make, I learn how to do something a little bit better. And I tell you, I'm absolutely in love with knife making. And if I could make them for free and give them away, I would do it. Okay, knife update. This is Chuck's knife. I've got the handles glued on. I've got the ferro rod made. I haven't shaped it yet. I've got Scott's knives cut out. Now I need to profile them on the belt grinder, and then put a bevel on them, and then temper, harden, temper. Anyway, got my blacksmith tongs. These are Knife Maker's blacksmith tongs, and the reason is hold on, let me put you down. The reason is they have these grooves that hold the knife while you stick it in the fire. Wednesday I'm getting an anvil, and yes, I am actually going to forge. I don't have a forge yet. I mean, I have the one I made. It's nowhere near big enough to heat things up hot enough to forge weld or to beat things into submission. So when I do get that forge, probably a month or two, I still got a couple other things I got to pay off before I can spend the money on that. But soon I'm getting all the little things. I got plenty of hammers, so I don't need hammers. Plus I got a couple more out in that shop hanging up. All right, about 20 more minutes. I'm going to bring that meat in for the solar oven. See you in a bit.